Hello and welcome to the first episode of FIFA 16. This is FinchPlays, and this is going to be my first managerial career on FIFA 16 that I'm going to record. I've recently got my new microphone. It's been delivered here to Korea. It's a USB microphone, so I am able to record audio while I shoot my video on PS4, which is really, really good. It's something I couldn't do before without kind of external devices, which was a complete ball ache. So I've decided to kind of take this opportunity to go ahead and record some stuff. Leaping into the manager career, I am going to take these two, the increased starting budget and the global scouting network scout for the first season. That sounds pretty awesome. Alex, my brother, sorry, and I were kind of umming and ahhing about who we were going to go for. We thought about maybe an English team and maybe going for a team maybe in the Championship or the Football League. I mean, our local town, kind of where we're based in the UK, is Crawley Town. I've actually had a season with them where I had a bit of a transfer budget boost and I tried to kind of pull them out the mire. It was okay. There are a couple of kind of semi-decent players that aren't absolutely terrible and grow a little bit, but for the most part, we've kind of decided against it. So, we've got these romantic visions about kind of Italy and the way the league used to be. So we were kind of thinking that we wanted to bring a team that used to be relatively decent, back up the way. Teams like Fiorentina and like Inter Milan, Juventus, obviously Lazio, they seem a little bit too good. They've got a little bit too much going on. So we wanted something a little bit left wing. So we decided to go for Palermo. Now, as I understand, Palermo recently lost Paulo Dybala, who went to Juventus he commanded quite a large sum. Absolutely incredible talent. They're obviously comparisons to a certain small Argentinian footballer, which always seems to happen, but he really does seem to be proving himself at Juventus. But anyway, he's left Palermo. He's left a big gap there. So I guess canonically we're thinking the Palermo manager's kind of he's on his way out. I think in real life Palermo are having some monetary issues, players going without being paid and things like that. In this, we've got a relatively high weekly wage and we've got a pretty shit transfer budget. I mean, 6.5 million, I've never had to really work with 6.5 million. I guess I usually tend to, if I take control of a team that doesn't have too much in the money department, I usually use one of my cash injections, but I'm not going to do that this time. I'm going to just roll with my 6.5 million and see what we can do with it. Now, I've had a lot of thoughts about it, and I usually kind of invest a lot of money in my scouts, my youth academy scouts, that is, because I like to kind of I really like the idea of running FIFA like I run an RPG. I get the youngsters in, and then I kind of bring them up, and I just make them. They take over, as it were. They become really fantastic at a really early age. The new feature, which is the training feature in FIFA, seems to be absolutely fantastic at bringing those kids up and specifically training them in what you want them to be trained in. So hopefully we'll be putting that to good use as well. I don't know too much about the squad, I must confess. Let's go in and see if we can have a look. So. I'm not going to be playing on Legendary. I ran a few kind of matches on Legendary. I usually play on World Class, and I just about make ends meet. So Palermo are a reasonably kind of low team, as it were. So I think if I put it to Legendary, there's going to be either a lot of 0-0s or a lot of losses, which ideally is not what we're going for. We'll leave the stadium as it is. Squads used. I've just downloaded the latest squads, which is fantastic. We'll arrange the seeded teams there. Obviously, we don't feature in this, as Palermo aren't quite that good to be in the Champions League yet. No need to disable the first transfer window, as I intend to use it to its fullest extent. We will be using Sterling as well. I'm from the UK. It's all I can operate in, unfortunately. Offence person. Palermo appoint Finch as new boss. After days of speculation, Palermo have finally reached a deal with Finch to appoint him as their new manager. Oh, this is me. I'm excited to be here at this club. Hopefully I can help deliver everything that this club is hoping for in the competitions over the next season and beyond, stated the new manager outside the club's training ground facilities. I am absolutely stoked, of course, to be taking over at Palermo. Who wouldn't be? I've got to be honest with you. The kicker for this was just myself and my brother just really love the kit. Like, we were looking at Juventus's kind of like third kit, that kind of pink and black one. And I did remember that one of the teams in Serie A also kind of had one of them going on. Let's see, career Palermo. So yeah, we kind of decided. I know it's a really sad state of affairs when our decision falls down to aesthetics like that, but it is what it is. As you can see, I've run a couple of career modes, kind of faffing here and there, but this one's going to be pretty good. So I guess we should enter this kind of preseason. For anyone that hasn't played FIFA 16 yet or doesn't play career, I guess this is the kind of the standard thing at the beginning of a new season, in that you get to choose a kind of like a tournament that you want to play in. They're kind of all over the shop, but I guess if I was going to have to pick, I'd have to pick the one with most money, which would be pretty good. So we're going to go in here. We've got quite a lot of teams, but like teams of a similar kind of thing, like Real Zaragoza, Sporting Gijon, obviously from Spain, and Morenense, is that Portuguese team? What else we got? Troyes, I think, are French. Valladolid even. Almeria, Genk as well. I think are they Belgian? Two groups. Oh yeah, of course, because there's only 8 teams. That would make sense. Okay, so yeah, we've got. Oh goodness gracious me, that is a strange formation. That is a very, very central formation. What do we got? We've got Trajkovski, who is our left midfielder, 67 rated, 22. I mean, it could be worse. He's from Macedonia. What a champ. I mean, I'm seeing absolutely nothing of any note whatsoever. He's not got a particularly tremendous work rate either, so that's a bit shit. Vasquez, 79 rated centre forward, 26 years old, 6'1". He looks pretty decent. He's got a bit of flair, which is quite nice. He's a long shot taker. His physicals are immediately kind of a lot more appealing, and that's really not bad on the ball control and dribbling front either. He looks really good. Where are you from? Oh, he's Italian. Okay, that's some good stuff right there. He's got some decent passing as well. So he's a player that you can kind of rely on, I guess. Free kicks are a bit shit, but that's fine. Who's this lad? Gilardino. 32 years old, 3 foot. Don't particularly like the angle of his smile. Don't like that look, but never mind. High attacking work rate. I've always got time for that. Power header. Okay, so he looks like a standard mold of one of those guys who likes to get his noggin on the ball, which is fine. Good jumping, decent attack positioning. He's quite strong. He's got good heading accuracy. Yeah, I guess we could probably make him work. He's not got too much going on in the control department. 75 ball control is not bad, but don't expect him to get past much. Chochev, who is from Bulgaria. 22, which isn't bad. So 70 rated at 22. He's got 5-star weak foot, which isn't bad. Reasonably strong, good stamina. Yeah, kind of a little bit disappointing in stats, but that's fine. We can work with that. Hahalo? I don't know. 27-year-old Croatian centre midfield. Physically seems to be kind of average. Skill attributes seem kind of average. That's fine. Helium, is that XIX or PSV player? Hiljemark. Swedish, 6 foot 23, 72 rated. That's not bad. Engine, yeah, that's the kind of thing I need in a centre mid. He just runs for days. That's good. Physically seems to be reasonable. Technically seems a bit shite, but that's fine. We can work on that. What the fuck is on your head? Struna, 6 foot 3, 24, from Slovenia. Fucking hell, he's atrocious sprint speed, which isn't really what I value in a wide man. He's also 6 foot 3. I don't know, he's meant to shovel that kind of height and weight that fast. Goldeniga? Could get in real trouble with that one. 6 foot 2, 21, 68 rated. Good defensive work rate, jumps. Congratulations, that's not bad, I guess. Andelkovic, 29, Slovenian. Well, I mean, 75 rated is pretty decent. 68, not so much. But I mean, maybe there's room for growth there from him. Lazar. God, he's got intense stare in him. 6 foot, 22-year-old from Morocco, 71 rated. High attacking work rate, high defensive work rate. I've always got time for that. Wow, quite a lot of stamina. He's probably the fastest man on the team, which is not great when you've only got 82 sprint speed. Yeah, there's not too much going on, but I mean, defensively he doesn't seem too bad, and offensively he also doesn't seem too bad. So I mean, that could work. Sorrentino, do I know that name? I don't know. 77 rated, 36, traditional goalkeeper, 6'1". Goalkeeper stuff down here. Yeah, I mean he's all right. He's not bad. Derdovic is 21. You having a fucking laugh? Look at him. Look at the fucking state of him. 21, my arsehole. Fucking, that's a joke, that is. Physically, meh. Skills, meh. Maresca, you're 21 as well. No, he's 35. You look younger than the other guy. Yeah, I guess, you know, I've got quite a lot of kind of basic midfielders. I mean, skills-wise, he doesn't seem too bad, I guess. Physically, obviously, he's depreciating a bit, so maybe he can do a half. Rigoni, 30. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Quaison. See, 21, 72 rated. Okay, he's got a bit of flair on him, a bit of dribble. Yeah, I mean, I could probably roll with this. Okay, if we head over to the inbox, the first thing we've got is a scout report from Ernesto Volp. Yeah. Having a look at this. Let's see. There's a 30-year-old man. I guess we're not scouting purely youth. Whoa, Matusalem. What an old man. Okay, so there's a lot of kind of like older players. Francesco Totti would be a great signing, but alas, not really looking for this. I think I'm going to gear myself much more towards kind of signing youth whenever possible. You know, kind of doing what I can. This lad's on loan from Roma anyway, so I'm going to have to disregard you. Let's see, Luca Clemenza, 17 years old from Juventus. Yeah, I mean, looking at his stats, he just, again, seems like one of those players that you find quite often in FIFA where they have pretty good ball control, pretty good dribbling, and then just not much else. You know, physically, he'll last a half, and then he'll start getting knackered. He's not particularly fast either. I mean, his sprint speed is as bad as his stamina. So, as much as he is kind of the first, or the youngest, certainly, player that's available here, I just don't think he's a player I particularly want to invest in. Emmanuel Badu, again, he's just kind of a centre midfielder that kind of fits the bill of what we already have, so I don't really feel like that's too much like what we want. Oddly enough, Palermo did send an email just there. I've just deleted it actually before I started recording this bit. Was they think that we want a centre midfielder. I could not disagree more. Really not thinking that's a good idea. I think what we really, truly need is a striker. Any position in promising is good. Any position, first quality team. Yeah, centre mid. What I'm going to do is add an instruction in here. This doesn't always work for me. I don't know if anyone else has the same kind of issue when they're doing it, but whenever I seem to set a kind of any position, promising, find whoever you want kind of thing, it doesn't seem to work very well. So what we'll do is, instead of going for striker, we will go for attacker and see if we can find something good. First team quality attacker. I don't even feel like pace is necessarily something that we definitely need. Prolific might push it out of our... Well, class definitely. Well, I was going to say push it out of our pay grade as well. Let's see. This will do for that. First team quality. And then between the ages of, I think, 16 and maybe 25 is fair enough. Not really too fussed about the contract. I'll see what I can do when that comes up. See if there's any instantaneous additions. Nope. Okay. Off the top of my head, kind of filling that gap, I think this is a guy that a lot of people are probably going to go for this year, is Imbolo from Basel. He's 18 years old. He's an exciting prospect in this game, of course. He's really good. He's really solid. He could be a really great signing if we can pinch him off of Basel. I don't know if they're going to, like, you know, ask for an outrageous sum of money, which obviously we can't really do, as it were, but we'll do our best. Also, what I'm thinking as well is definitely playing into the kind of the youth talent. The scouts this year are so much cheaper than they were last year, and I think that's a really fantastic thing. So what we're always looking for, I never tell my scouts to go and look for anything specific. It's just go and find me the best of what you find. So for that particular thing, we're looking for judgment. So 5-star judgment straight off the bat's pretty good. Am I a bit sketchy about dropping 2.4 million on it? Yes, I am. But if we can get some 4-star and 5-star scouts for judgment to go out and go kind of like sifting through the world, that would be fantastic. I'm hoping if I can get 3 kind of like decent judgment, low experience to kind of knock the price down before the beginning of next month, so I can send them out on the 1st. That would be really good. As far as I'm aware, the scouts reset on a Monday, so we'll just kind of nip through here. This as well, I forget the training. This is brand new in FIFA 16 as well. Really cool stuff. You put a player in, you can choose particularly what you want, or specifically what you want to kind of train them in. I'm very much a beat your man kind of person, because a lot of my younger players have pretty terrible stamina, but it also trains ball control, dribbling and agility, which is always good. For this guy, I think I'm going to go for chance creation, because I think improving that is a pretty quick way to get us going on the up. I should probably specify that I am 9 times out of 10 going to simulate all of these. I don't think it's a particularly... I don't think it's a good idea to kind of play them all. For starters, I'm not fantastic. I think I can get a pretty good score on chance creation. But beyond that, just not really much use for it. So I'm thinking we'll just kind of sort out our centre midfielders. I mean, that's where a lot of our kind of industry will lie, I suppose. Cason, I think I'm quite happy to put you out there as well. I mean, our stamina situation isn't too bad, I guess. For defenders, I mean, you're not too bad, I guess. But I will be looking, hopefully, to kind of bring a youth defender out of the academy. I mean, they could end up leaving the academy with stats that are quite similar, or on par at least, with what we've got rolling at the minute. So we'll simulate all of these, see how we do for our first training session. And yeah, it was a little bit shit. DDCDB. What we'll do is we'll leap in straight into the match. We're going to play this match against Gijón, and we'll see how we do. Okay, so it's Gijón who kick off in our first match here, taking the reins of Palermo. I have no idea what to expect at the minute. I know that usually I'm kind of a bit more predisposed to play on the break, you know, fast players, invest in fast players, make the best use of fast players on the break. We don't have that kind of option here at Palermo. We are a kind of lower budget club who apparently don't really invest in a player gym or anything like that, so expecting them to be quick is apparently not on the cards. But I can already see that Gilardino is making an incredible run. He's going to try and lob the keeper, and he's actually going to completely fluff that up. An audacious first try. I know he's trying to get the manager's approval. He's trying to impress in front of me, I hope, because that's really the only fucking way I can justify that. That was atrocious. But never mind, that's fine. You know, if he's one of those players that likes to kind of make a name for himself, that's fine. As long as he actually delivers on these things, that's fine. Plays it forward. Hillier marker a little bit out wide. Can we play it in a bit? Set it up. Oh, it falls to Gilardino. Oh, it's a great save. Tries to snip it through. Vasquez can't get his head on it. Are they going to clear Carmona? He's trying to run away with it. That was 2 great saves from the Gijón keeper. I can't take that away from him. Chochev slips it through to Vasquez. Fake shots. Oh, and he slipped it in off the post. It's Vasquez. Oh my goodness gracious me. First goal in the 11th minute. Tidy finish from the Italian Vasquez. That's some solid play. So our boy there, Chochev, slips it through to Vasquez. Cheeky little fake shot to get an extra half a yard, and then that's a powerful finish from Vasquez. Very, very happy with that. Okay. Now I guess we just kind of set to park the bus and then just wait out the next 80 minutes, or no, I'm going to keep going. I'm smelling blood here. I'm thinking Gijón have proved that they're a team that can be broken. I want to see how much we can break them. Can't quite nip it through. We're going to see if we can play another cross in. One thing I've noticed in particular is that not any of my... Oh, can he get his head on it? Oh my goodness gracious me. It is a fantastic finish from Gilardino. I thought he was a good 1.5 miles offside, but that is an absolutely fantastic diving header from Gilardino. Peeled off his man. Lazar with an absolutely fantastic looping cross there. Oh, that is sensational. That'll sell shirts, that will. That is brilliant. 2-0 Palermo. They play it back again. Tiny passing from Guillon, I'm not going to lie. Undi, oh, plays it in. Oh, goodness gracious me. They pulled it across the goal, but I don't know who that is. Whoever it was is going to get absolutely torn apart in the dressing room for not putting that one away. Sorrentino, our goalkeeper, very happy to see that one drift past, I'm sure. He plays it through to Vasquez, who seems to be okay. Oh, see if we can play it through to Hilliamark, who's going to try a kind of looping shot. Gilardino, oh, he's not got the power on that header, unfortunately, to make that past Cuellar, which is a bit of a shame. You know, a brace would be good in his first game. It'd certainly solidify his place in the squad. Maybe lessen my worry about having to grab another striker. But Vasquez trying to cut his way through. Oh, trying to draw a foul. I'd like to see like what kind of free kick situation we've got. No one really kind of came out as an automatic choice for a free kick, but that's a horrendous pass, and it's played to Sanabria. We should be able to deal with this. We've got a lot of men behind the ball. Going to come in off the wing. It's a really dangerous spot to be in. Let's see Indy. Oh, that's a terrible tackle, that is. Sporting Gijon do have a free kick in a relatively dangerous area. Let's assemble the wall. Oh, goodness gracious me, that is pretty close. See if we can run them down. Or not. Oh, that is an absolutely sensational free kick from Sporting Gijon. Oh, that's a shame. I don't feel like I can do too much about that, but that was a top-notch free kick, really. That went straight over the wall. I did try and jump, but they were having none of it, so can't really expect Sorrentino to get his hand on that. That was well placed. So we're kind of we're still in the lead, but it's a bit of a shame to concede a goal at this kind of stage in the game. We ran out of steam a little bit, and it showed. So pronounce it. Carmona again. We know he's got some set piece play. We don't need to be playing that in. Guitian. Oh, we've caught it, and it's to Vasquez. And I don't think Vasquez is too slow. He's going to bomb it up the wing. See if we can play it in. Oh, what's that? Fuck me, Vasquez. What are you doing, you mug? Jesus wept. That was an absolutely horrendous cross. That was an absolute disaster. I was going to square it, you know, to the back post there, but for some reason he decided to kind of overwrite that and play that to the man that was on the edge of the box. So that's a bit of a shame. That could have been 3-1. We could have met that free kick goal with a goal of our own, but never mind. That was a pretty good first half, you know. Goals were scored, possession was had. Let's see if we can make some substitutions and strengthen it in the second half. Restarting the match here, Maresca and Bolzoni on for Giugiaro and Trajkovski. I think Trajkovski wasn't really doing too much up front, and Vasquez seems like really the only player on the pitch of any worth. So I've kind of shoved him up a bit further, see what he can do. Luckily, he wasn't injured at the kind of the midway point of the first half. He went down clutching his ankle, which is nightmare scenario for your kind of best player. But maybe Vasquez here. Oh, he did go flying, but there was absolutely no way that was a penalty. I was gonna try and make my pledge, but even I can't suggest that was anything but kind of a dive. I'm thinking simulation there, but it's a bit disappointing. That was what we're after. I don't play with free passing. I know quite a lot of really good FIFA players do. Unfortunately, that ain't me, is all I'll say. Oh, he's palmed it away. Oh, goodness gracious me. Palmed it away on the line there. That could have easily been 2-2. Goodness me, the crosses from Gijon. What was that? Jesus, wept keeper. The crosses from Gijon are really quite worrying. We've got to be really careful because it can be just one of those things where we just get caught out. They're really, really pushing up really, really far now. I think if they keep going and we can kind of break here. Oh, that's a great tackle there. Bit dangerous, but never mind. Oh, you've not got the pace, but you have got the moves. Gilardino. Oh. He's round his man. And he's buried it. Gilardino in the 89th minute. What a goal. What a fantastic finish from Gilardino. He was going to square it, but he wanted it all for himself. Fine form. Absolutely fine form from Gilardino. With a brace in this game. Absolutely fantastic. He's rounded his man. Tired legs. But that is an absolutely sensational finish into the corner of the net. Definitely going to be keeping this lad around. Absolutely stunning. Yeah, if we can just let them make shots like that, but it won't matter because in our first game, Palermo have won 3-1 at the Santiago Bernabeu against Sporting Gijon. Fantastic match. Vasquez had an absolutely sensational match, proved his worth, and Gilardino as well. Scoring a brace with an incredible diving header and then a great finish late on in the game as well. 6 shots, 2 goals. As long as he's putting them away, I really couldn't care less. Absolutely fantastic. Really, really chuffed with that. Also think that we were 50-50 possession. I can have that. But we made chances, and that's the good thing. Gilardino with an 8.7. Really, really well deserved. Our pass accuracy was pretty good. You know, I think if it starts dropping below 80, things maybe need to change. But that was really, really solid. And that was a really fantastic first match for Palermo. Great first match that we had there against Sporting Gijon. We've got our final scout report on Mbolo. 18 years old, 76 rated. It's fucking incredible. You know, he's strong, he's fast, he's got great stamina. 76 finishing is not to be sniffed at either. He can pass. You know, he's a really, like, for an 18-year-old, the stats are amazing. So, gonna have a look, see kind of what Basel are thinking. They are asking for a lot of money. I'm gonna put in a 5 million offer. Obviously, it's quite below what they're asking, but I'm going to kind of try and chip away, see if they'll release him. Luca Clemenza from Juventus, he's 63 rated, but just as I thought, you know, great ball control, well, for his age, great ball control and dribbling, great curve, don't know what that means for me, but really not a lot else. He can't finish for shit. He's not really a great passer of the ball. His free kick accuracy is not bad, I guess, but I mean, physically, he's just an absolute state. So, if anything, what I'm thinking is I'm going to let him grow a little bit, you know, see if his physicals improve. I don't really want that to happen under us because I think 63 even for us, it's not what we're shooting for. I think we can do a little bit better than that. Also got an update from England quickly. James Bree, Barnsley. Not a lot here. I think it's good. I mean, I did say that our fullback's a bit horrible. Who the fuck is this? Looks like Doctor Who. Goodness me. Yeah, so we've got there's some good players around the Premier League, especially around like the Championship. But should probably sign a Korean actually. You know, living in South Korea, I feel like I should have a kind of token Korean lad in the squad. Lee Chung Yong's actually not too bad. We were on the sports channel the other day and he scored a worldie against, I think it was Stoke, from outside the box. All I've seen is that replay about 60 times now. And yet FIFA still has the audacity to give him between 57 and 67 long shots and even worse finishing. Absolutely terrible. But, you know, maybe we'll look into making some purchases next episode. So thank you very much for watching. If you did enjoy, please give me a like and make sure you stay tuned. Make sure you subscribe. And I'll catch you guys next time.